So we've got 17 different places in Newark right now. And
I met up with New Jersey's governor as he visited a FEMA vaccination site in Newark today.
Is this number one?
Huh?
Is this first?
Number
One of the battlegrounds in the state's urgent fight to reverse an increase in COVID infections.
Yeah, we rank highly, unfortunately. Densest state in America, densest region in America, a cold weather winter state, multi-generational families.
Are you in a new wave right now?
I think we are in a plateau. We're up somewhat over the past couple of weeks, but still down meaningfully from where we were in January.
Over the last 13 days, New Jersey has a nearly 13% increase in cases. Hit hard at the start of the pandemic, New Jersey under Governor Phil Murphy already has the highest COVID death toll per capita. Over 24,000 New Jerseyans have died, another 15 just yesterday.
If this was happening at the beginning of the pandemic, you'd likely be adding restrictions, not reducing them. Is that a fair statement?
Well, certainly at the time we did a year ago, and that had a lot to do with the fact that none of us knew what hit us. I think you've got variants in our state. We're not really doing a whole lot of opening.
New Jersey recently eased capacity restrictions for indoor dining, entertainment venues, gyms, among others, but has moved more cautiously than many other states.
Are the decisions now in terms of allowing, half capacity in restaurants, for example, are those science-based or based on pressure from restaurant owners?
Now, we have nothing but sympathy for the restaurant industry as an example, which has been completely clobbered. But we're still making the decisions based on the data.
There have been some states that have largely thrown away, lifted all their restrictions and are doing better than New Jersey. Does that frustrate you?
I think it's because of less density and warmer weather, honestly. They're able to spread out more than we can, and they're able to live more of their lives outdoors than we can. It's a reason for us to remain sober and to double down on our efforts, and we'll continue to do that.
The state working to head off what models project is a worst case.
Worst case is 4,000 or 5,000 folks in the hospital. Our peak in the spring last year was just under 8,300.
New Jersey has administered more than 4.7 million vaccine doses, but has been slower than many states in expanding eligibility.
So you have, New Jersey now has dropped the eligibility to age 55 and over, so
as of yesterday,
you qualify.
I'm in.
Governor Murphy does not foresee tightened restrictions in New Jersey's future. The bottom of his tool bag should cases continue to rise, maybe a plea from the heart.
We know that you're fatigued. We know you're sick of this, but please, God, keep doing the basic stuff. Get vaccinated, get tested if you need to be.
In line with President Biden's new directive, Governor Murphy says New Jersey will open up vaccinations to all its residents over the age of 16 on April 19th. Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.